Welcome, everybody, to a later edition of my streams. If you read the title, you'll know that we are indeed... Why is it not updating? Playing Ace Combat 5. And I am role-playing as IGN, therefore I have to stick with novice controls. I'm gonna do the whole, or every mission, which is why we're in free mission. But I was looking through my YouTube archives and was like, I never did an IGN run for 6 or 5. So, we're gonna remedy that. And to start, we'll do Shorebirds. Let's see what hell I've brought upon myself. Alright. What plane do I want? Probably pick one that I normally don't use. Hello, Nicola. Hello, Starscream. Hi to the crazy Mary. I'm doing a lot better. I spent most of yesterday evening and today just catching up on sleep, so I actually feel relatively well rested for the first time in like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna go with this one. Pick a plane, you American idiot.
Are we launching in this formation?
There, I did.
Dog, launch.
But yeah, if you haven't been keeping up with the Discord, I have quit my... I quit my job yesterday on the advice of both my psychiatrist and my anxiety therapist, along with most of my family and friends, so... Currently unemployed, but I've got some plans in the works. Oh god. Oh, this feels horrible. Snaps you back.
Hello? Can you hear me, kid? You better be marking our tail, son. Hey, stop whining.
Oh god. Oh, I can't.
Man, I'm glad you drew the short straw instead of me.
Oh, jeez.
Alvin H. Davenport. Sip it.
Yeah, and I thank you guys for that. For the support.
Really has to be called Chuck.
Oh, this IGN controls are gonna be so annoying. Oh, jeez.
That does fit you well. I got a better name for you, but I'll keep it to myself. Okay?
Hey, Sly, I can't. This is as far as it goes.
Tally-ho, we've got
Oh.
Let's go. You're forbidden to fire until I give permission, understand? Weren't you listening?
Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt.
Alright, where's Motormouth Chopper? That's your name for me?
Hail Hydrate.
You got a knack for comic dialogue. You mind sending a surrender request for me? Oh no, please.
But yeah, this is on easy difficulty because this is the hardest that IGN can do, and this is...
Testing.
Oy.
Attention, unidentified aircraft. Set your course for our beacon immediately. Good. We will direct you to the nearest airfield. Good gear if you understand.
This is gonna be painful, guys. It's like you not knowing how to play Imposter in Among Us, but you did.
Bearing 280, altitude 6,000. Hold your fire until further orders.
Oh, IGN Controls, what a pain in the ass.
Fighter pilot worth his wings.
Oh, I'm worrying. I've got anchors strapped to both my wings. No, I haven't. I've only done a. The only IGN stream I've done is an A7 one. I still need to do one for 6 too.
They're firing on us. Wardog Squadron.
Oh God.
Hold your fire until further orders.
Oh Jesus Christ! This sucks.
Shut your mouth and fire back. Captain Bartlett, this is Thunderhead. You are violating direct orders. Shove it. I'm not gonna watch any more of my pilots die.
Edge, engaging.
We're gonna shoot them all down, kid. You mind
Vote
if I
Yuktobanya.
I will, you know. Go ahead. Wardog Squadron.
Yuktobanya is sus.
Hold your fire until further orders.
Turning to engage bandits.
Looks like we can hold our own out here. You guys fought better than I thought.
Good God!
Nice. I guess you're somewhat useful after all.
I'm not used to pitching down.
Hold your fire. My only regret is not being able to fly with a captain with a sunnier disposition.
I almost never pitch down.
Good. Nicely done, Chopper. We're still.
All right, Sly.
We might get another serving soon.
See you in a bit.
Wardog, I ordered weapons safe for all aircraft. Follow orders and hold your fire. Do not fire at the target. Repeat. Do not fire at the target. Alright, let's have the same number of landings as we have takeoffs. Enemy recon plane down. What a shame. Too tired to party. Whoa, those guys are really mad now. I'll show him who's in command of this outfit. Just leave it to me. Damn! Dogfighting sucks, man. My senses are all numb. I don't even have time to be afraid.
Oh God.
I feel like I'm the only one being targeted.
That was horrible.
All unknown bogeys
But I have to do
destroyed.
so many missions with this. Oh God, what did I get myself into?
Hey, that means you can hear me.
Gonna vote off
You all
Chopper.
alive?
He's sus. If not, then Thunderhead.
You still following us? Well, to commemorate the fact that we all made it out of that battle alive, I'm gonna let you keep your nickname. From now on, I'm gonna call you Kid, no matter what. Got it? Good.
Oh, jeez.
Swear.
This is gonna suck. Also, I couldn't announce the stream on Twitter because Twitter is down. Like, completely down. That's hilarious. Also pretty sus if you ask me, but you know what. Alright, open war. Um... Then we'll do this one.
Are we launching in this formation?
Wardog, launch.
Because I don't use the tornado that often.
Wardog, this is Thunderhead. Unmanned recon drones returning to spy vessel. Shoot them down before they get back to the ship. Sure thing. You got that, gang?
Tornado on the ground.
The targets are unmanned recon planes. We're gonna shoot them all down. Our orders are to not fire on the ship, understood?
Fire on the ship. Got it.
Calm down. Man, do I have to do everything for you? It just means I'm high-ranking officer material, Captain. Show me what you've got, kid. How you doing, kid? Pretty easy, huh?
It would be if it weren't for the anchor strapped to my plane.
Like that.
And then the violent snapback. It's just like,
I sure hope not.
Oh, jeez.
Are those drones remote controlled?
Those drones remote controlled?
That ship.
No, no,
These drones are headed?
Nagase, there's little tiny people inside the drones that are piloting them.
I'm glad there aren't any live people in these things, aren't you?
No.
It means we can take them out and not feel guilty about it. I hate to be in a dogfight with these guys.
Nagase, you're almost as bad as Lanner. When Sly gets back, we'll have to ask him who he finds more annoying, Lanner or Ace 5 Nagase.
280, same vector as last time. Jeez, how many planes they got lined up at the border? We've only got 4 on our side.
Fire on the ship.
Better abort. This way. Think you can stick to my tail?
No, I don't think I can stick to anything. Hello, Game Zone. Where Slander didn't get anybody killed. You got a point there, Nugget.
I can't make it. They're running me down. Oh, you're taking the trail position today, rock and roller? Hold on. I'll clear your 6 o'clock for you. Damn it. Why'd I have to draw the short straw today? Now, else quick cock it and start shooting.
No.
Pull yourself together, kid. Quit whining and do it.
Enemy fire. Starting to engage.
The irony of Chopper telling me to stop whining when he's the biggest whiner of the group.
You are not cleared to engage at this time. We're gonna shoot the ball.
Break right. Landed on the captain's tail. I'm on it.
All right, not bad. You splashed an enemy without permission to engage?
Yep.
What are you thinking, Mordog?
Hey, Wax 3! Chopper be like, please shut the fuck up and do it. No, I don't want to do.
Hurry up and help me out here.
You'll be fine.
Go help out Mr. Rock and Roll there.
Come on.
Those the same
There we go.
Back again, huh? Hope you're ready to fight this time. Picture clear. All hostile aircraft are destroyed. Warning still in effect. Keep your heads on a swivel. Watch out, Nagase. They're down below us, too.
ADMM Salvo meets Shalaja Castle. I can't wait for the Nosferatu to come to A7. I will be doing a full stream of the Nosferatu when it comes out, Taurus Saga included.
Hey, save the waterworks. I'm just gonna bail out here.
Come on, it's just going down. You're not going to crash or anything.
Make a call to
All Starscream wants is waifus on 7.
okay?
He wants the Addle Masters. If you're on PC, I'm sure they have mods for that.
War Dog Squadron, return to base immediately.
But the rescue helicopter isn't here yet.
Leave that to the rescue team. Refuel and rearm at the base, and get back in the air immediately.
Multiplayer will be interesting with the group you have. 5 peeps and a streamer. Yeah, that could be interesting.
The reconnaissance UAV and the unidentified fighter aircraft that bounced us during the mission.
Does it look like my laptop can download the mods? Hold on. Holy crap. I'm getting spammed. And of course, that was the time that my mod went to go get lunch or supper. Spam goes brrr. Exactly. I hope I got everyone, or all the spammers. Was the Awakening a spammer? Because if not, I need to unban him. But if he was, then fuck it. Alright, so for this one, what do I want to use? But I don't usually use this one very often.
Please choose my plane.
Three of them, they did say want to become famous? Okay. So we're gonna go with the F-15XL. I don't usually use this one. Nagase will get the Gripen, because I don't normally use this one either.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
And you get since Chopper is a hippie, he gets the hippie plane.
Launching in this formation.
War dog, launch.
I know, right? I like how some second level unlocks of planes is absolutely bad weaponry compared to the base plane.
Our naval
Exactly.
base at St. Hewlett reports that Yuktobanian aircraft
One of my biggest
launched a
gripes about
surprise
this
attack
game was
on
the
port.
fact that
The situation there is critical.
your SP weapon was locked
Ships from the 3rd Ocean
to
Naval
the,
Fleet docked at the port are currently under attack and taking heavy losses.
to the
Hurry
plane.
Port St. Hewlett
Want to become
and
famous?
provide
Then buy our
aircraft to
anti-spam
naval
device to
vessels
prevent
attempting to
spammers
escape.
to ruin the stream. Call
One of these
1-800
ships is the
anti-spam.
aircraft carrier Kestrel. It is the flagship of the 3rd Naval
I need
Fleet
some of
and a
that.
critical combat asset. You must protect the Kestrel at all costs.
So let the Kestrel die. Got it.
Underhead to war dog. Edge, you lead the formation.
Negative. You take the lead, Blaze. I'll fly in your wing.
Second Lieutenant Nagase, follow your orders.
No, Blaze is leading. I'll protect at 6 o'clock. And I'm not gonna lose another flight lead.
Quit screwing around. This is war. The enemy's all over and they're gonna eat you alive. I'd better stick to the
Good morning, Salty. Welcome to IGN Plays Ace Combat 5.
call sign source. Engaging next enemy
Yep, Nagase's flying the Gripen. And I figured that Chopper flying the hippie plane would be very appropriate given his character.
by radar. Clear to engage.
Oh yeah, I love squadron commands back.
Blaze, engage.
Oh, this sucks balls.
Roger.
I'll cover your 6. All right, Blaze? I just
Yo.
don't want to lose another flight lead. Please let me do it.
The tanker next to us just exploded. Where's the fire?
Well, I spent most of the day sleeping, Salty, so I'm well rested.
Enemy reinforcements detected. Heads up and get ready.
Nope, I don't know how to give commands at all.
The fireboat got caught in the explosion. 2, no, 3 ships are burning now. This is not a drill. Oh, thanks for the heads up, you idiot. Your target is the enemy aircraft carrier in a large surface combat.
Imagine for the next Ace game, the starting trash plane you'd get would be the CFA-44 with 80 mm. If that's the starting trash, I'd hate to see what the super plane is.
Request your cover until we break out of the port.
Super plane is an X-wing.
Blaze, this is Edge.
It's literally an X-wing. Nope, I have no idea where the Kestrel is.
Launch target container.
Guys, do you see the Kestrel? Because I don't.
The entire Gulf is in flames.
This is the port captain. All vessels leave port immediately. Ships nearest to the exit first. I don't care if we take hull damage. We're clearing out of here any way we can. Escape the
Super
port.
plane, the Harrier.
No mistakes. This is the aircraft carrier Kestrel.
Come on. Come on. Starfighters. Super plane, the F-104. No. The super plane. The F-6F Hellcat. From World War II. How big comms can make battles feel big without... Huh? No. By the way, I'm playing Sassy Blaze.
Bandits in gun range.
Well, I liked A6's operations.
The ships are finally starting to move. Get out of the Gulf. Fast.
A flight, engage the enemy ship.
Oh yeah, this hurts to fly.
Destroy the Gulf.
I don't know how it feels to watch, but it hurts to fly.
Establish air superiority. You got that? Roger, commencing attack. Attack! Return fire! Calm down. Just calm down.
I would recommend Fallen Order.
Relax fire.
I put it at an 8.
Firing on the docks. Relax.
I love the story and the characters of Fallen Order, and the gameplay is okay, but
Get a hold of yourself.
only if you really like Soulsborne type games.
Here, you coward.
I don't, so that's why I can't give it a full 10.
Enemy planes at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock from home. You're not helping us here. Flash one attack.
Oh god, this hurts.
Warning.
Oh, hello.
Enemy's locked onto you. Locked on. Fox 2.
Very impressive, Captain.
How was that impressive? He just flew in front of me and I fired a missile.
Bandits in gun range.
I have not tried Squadrons yet.
Fox 2. Hurry up.
My biggest thing is I don't know how the controls are going to be. If they're similar to Battlefront 2, I'm not sure I'm going to get it. If they're more similar to Ace Combat, then I probably will.
This is Medical Center 3.
You come bearing snacks. By the way, Sly, you missed
Coming in soon. Are you sure you're
a rapid fire of 3 spammers in a row.
Hey, rookie. You sure you'll be okay by yourself?
I'm okay. I can do this.
Missile impact directly off the bow. Do we have enough chaff left? 1 mile to bay exit. Call in help from the off-duty personnel immediately. The lines are all jammed. I can't get anyone on the phone. You hear that? There's someone inside here from the surrounding area. Fox 2. Action room. Give us more speed. The enemy get close.
If Squadrons ever goes on sale, I might consider picking it up just because I like Star Wars fighter squad games. Like, some of my favorite Star Wars games was the Rogue Squadron series from the Nintendo back on in the late 90s, early 2000s. Rogue Squadron for the N64,
I can't take it anymore.
Rogue Leader, and Rebel Strike for the GameCube. I love those games.
Kid, did you see that? I see.
Nope.
Never mind then.
So if Squadrons is anything like those, I might enjoy it. But if they rely heavily on multiplayer,
This is the captain of the aircraft carrier Kestrel. My congratulations to all ships that managed to escape. As captain, I will now form a provisional battle fleet. The enemy has built a blockade with
see, the way I see it is a video game
and escape to safe quarters.
should
Good luck, everyone.
be able to stand alone on its single player.
Blaze, this is Thunderhead. Are you clear on the mission objective? Ensure the retreat of the carrier Kestrel out into open waters. Range to blockade line confirmed at 4 miles.
Because if a game can't stand on its single player, then what good is it if your internet goes out?
Let's go. Stay on the lookout for inbound long-range anti-ship missiles. There's gotta be an enemy aircraft targeting the carrier from beyond the horizon. You've gotta fly faster. We're gonna get slaughtered. Damn it, it didn't hit. Enemy aircraft shut down. Maintain fleet formation. We're gonna break right through.
Trust me, Starscream, I know the feeling. I used to have that happen a lot. Hashtag Spectrums.
Yeah, nice one. Missiles incoming from aft starboard. 2 of them. Feelings, it's 1 o'clock low. Climate chink. What's the matter with you? Hurry up and start shooting before they do. Blaze, box 2. Missile hit. Approaching gun range. Bring all the wounded inside. We don't have time to treat them.
Oh god! Let go of the stick and it was like, fight!
Splash one! You don't have the skills to stay with me over this ocean. Enemy ship confirmed sunk. Man, these guys are stubborn. We're gonna break through the middle of that fleet. Guess we'll have to accept the loss of a few ships. Too slow, man.
I wouldn't necessarily call this a fleet, it's more like a destroyer and 3 frigates. Would you turn, you piece of shit!
We trust the sky above us, Teal. Roger, Captain Anderson.
Enemy ship confirmed sunk. Box 2. Kestrel, turn to starboard immediately. Your present heading will drive you right into their attack.
Lock your attack outside of enemy firing range. Moscow 10, you've got one on your tail. Enemy ship approaching the carrier's port side. Engage! Whoa! Where'd that shaking come from? Behind us! The top deck's been blown off! Enemy planes turning around! They're coming back!
I normally roll to pitch. It's like that's what I meant.
Radar system back online. Surface-to-air missiles ready to launch. Enemy ships on radar. Ready anti-ship missiles 1 and 2. Locked on. The blast is spraying water everywhere. I can't see anything. Target hit.
Oh, fuck.
Jump resistance. We can't approach the carrier. We're still intact. That one missed us. Almost there. We're almost through the blockade.
What blockade? There's nothing left!
We're out of ammo.
Yeah, they probably should have had a cruiser, but they didn't. They had a destroyer, 3 frigates, and a few missile boats.
As long as we're still afloat, we have a fighting chance.
There's still the wreckage of the enemy ships they gotta sail through.
Morning. Got one tough bandit here. We broke through. That's one tough boat, man.
Yeah, I was using Hellfires or Mavericks or whatever the hell these things are called.
Relax, you got us watching your back.
The XAGMs.
This is the captain of the aircraft.
I loved A6's LSAMs.
Escaped to safe waters.
Those are almost a super weapon in and of themselves.
And in the air.
Not in 6!
1, 2.
Oh yeah, it's why I gave Chopper the hippie plane. I thought you'd be amused.
Count 'em up, man. We're all back safe. I can't wait to tell the captain once they pluck him out of the ocean.
But the captain, Captain Bartlett.
I mean, of all the War Dog pilots, who would be most appropriate for the hippie plane? I can't wait to tell the captain when he sees my plane.
The aircraft.
Alright, first flight. Okay. What plane should I use? Just to really mess with Sly, we'll use the Tiger Wyvern.
Captain, please choose my plane.
And it's IGN Controls, which makes it even better. No, I don't like the tiger skin at all, but the Wyvern, and aside from the Rosgary skin, the Wyvern doesn't have that many good options in 5. What should I give?
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
And you... Get that one.
Launching in this formation?
War Dog, launch.
Please scramble.
Careful, Game Zone. Sly is a mod. He has powers.
Launch preparations complete. All right, clear for takeoff. Please, your altitude restriction is canceled. Protect our base.
Yeah, Salty, it took me a while to get the hang of the,
War Dog, intercept.
how the A7 LSAM works.
I see you managed to make it up. Is your plane all right? Well,
No, it's got tiger stripes on it.
you'll have to keep it flying somehow. This is War Dog Leader, Lieutenant Colonel Ford. Approaching Sand Island. What's your current status? Here comes His Highness from the mainland now. This is base control. We are under
Oh, God.
Repeat, we are under air attack. I trust you can hold the runway until we arrive.
No, we can't.
We'll be in danger if we don't land. You will obey. Fire team, stop the fire from spreading to our ammo.
Tiger Skin complete Let's Play.
Here, the ammo tube.
I think Sly would try and ban me.
Picked up the targets? You won't be able to see them visually. Track them on your radar. Attack successful. The enemy's confused and disoriented.
The bombers that attacked us are turning around. They're heading back towards Sand Island.
We gotta stop here. It's all over. Even I know that.
The air attack always comes after a reconnaissance. We should have known.
There's no turning back now. This is all out war.
Oh, God.
Don't let them attack.
Come on, come on.
We need to create a barrier, Captain. Shift our combat air patrol forward in front of the island. I won't let them penetrate any closer than our airspace.
Rescue team, help the wounded. All 3 hands help the fire control crew. Use the water.
Did IGN ever review Ace 5? Because if they were stuck using these controls, I could easily see them giving it like a 5 out of 10.
Keep as far away from the airfield as possible. Kids, enemy killed.
Sly, there's one problem. You can't yaw!
All units prepare for next bombing run. Disable the runway and prevent takeoffs. This will blunt their
You have no yaw controls!
Here they come. Prepare to fire. Fire. Fire before they do. Ah, my rock and roll records. They're in my room. It's a
You have no roll, no yaw, only pitch.
The heat is incredible. Where are the fireproof suits? The ventilation system isn't working. I can't see a thing through the smoke. The fire doors are warped from the heat. Stay cool. Take aim and drop them straight.
I don't,
Time.
co-op? I don't know.
Don't try to do it all at once. Just stay cool. Siphon the fuel out of that aircraft. We're out of fire retardant. Damn it, the fire control system isn't working. It's too
Oh, this is painful. Why did I subject myself to this torture?
The cops have taken off.
Look at the hangar. Who the hell blew
Next stays combat, but it's made only from IGN suggestions. Oh god.
I'm taking off. The hell you are? You're not even out of replacement pilot training yet. Aren't there any other spare pilots around?
Although,
I didn't see any.
There's no time. Be careful.
other than the controls, I mean, IGN probably would be able to figure out what the hell to do. Because
I'm not sure.
the wingmen keep telling you what to do. So there's that at least.
Roger. Let's give them a hand. Control systems are okay. Do not allow them to get any more planes airborne.
It's a prime target right now for the enemy. We have to protect him. Amazing!
Rusher, no problems. That guy's nuts. Another one's taking off.
See you, Salty. Oh, Jesus.
Engine sounds great. Thank you, mechanics. Make sure you're prepared to provide cover at any time.
Nice kill! Firing! Firing!
Fuel check.
I keep making the
Projection system okay?
Ukes overshoot because my flying is so chaotic.
This is Grim. I'm about to take off. Can you see me from up there?
Oh, they gave it a 9.3? No, I can't see you, Archer.
I do this by myself. I'm in takeoff position on the runway. Engines full power. Come back! Come back! Don't stop him. Let him go.
Well, obviously they didn't play this with novice controls like they did in A7. Because, oh boy!
Enemy planes climbing up to meet us. Be careful. Get up! Get up! Climb!
In some regards, I'd say that Ace 5 is actually a step back from Ace 4,
Airborne.
where in others it's a major leap forward.
Roger.
Overall, I'm not sure how much of a leap forward or leap backwards it is. No, Slide.
War Dog Squadron. This is the control tower.
They got rid of return lines.
Please take care of them for us. This is War Dog Leader. Sand Island.
Also, the missions feel a lot smaller usually
Negative, Lieutenant Colonel Ford.
than Ace 4's.
We're under attack. All friendly aircraft, cover me while I land. What are you, insane? Second Lieutenant Davenport.
No, but there are definitely a few where,
I'll make
like
sure
Mission 16, that could use a return line.
Fire! The Lieutenant Colonel's gone down.
Third wave closing fast.
This is the control tower. Another wave of bombers approaching. Close fast and destroy them. Stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. That's some crazy flying. We resorted to launching him into battle? This base is toast, isn't it?
As an American, I totally agree. All missions need return lines.
I'm all right. I'll just try to follow the training manual.
But no,
All systems are go.
Ace 5's missions feel much more scripted than Ace 4's. Like, Ace 4, you had a lot of freedom to do the mission how you wanted to. Ace 5, not so much. That,
Okay. Come on. Get him. Another one.
so I can see how they might feel that's not that big of a leap forward.
Over here.
I've got your 6. Keep your eyes out front.
Roger. Good. That's it. Keep it up.
But in terms of story, oh, I love
All bombers confirmed destroyed.
the story of Ace 5 much more than Ace 4.
Was my flying all right?
No.
Yes, sir. I'll be careful not to overestimate my ability. Well, guess we didn't need to worry about Grim after all.
Okay,
Let's get
the story itself is great, but it does feel like Ace 4's gameplay and Zero's gameplay. It doesn't feel like you're being quote-unquote led.
Blaze, begin landing checks.
Whereas in Ace 5, it kind of feels like that. It's not, like, completely overt, but I don't know.
3 miles to touchdown. 2 miles to touchdown.
And some people may
1
say that,
mile to touchdown.
oh god, that Ace 6 gives you a little too much freedom in how you complete a game. I might have Starscream. I don't remember.
You're pretty good, Blaze. Stand by and prepare for your next sortie.
We sustained damage, but our efforts prevented the destruction of the base.
All right. Rendezvous. Okay, let's see here. What do I want to don't usually use this one all that often.
Captain, please choose my plane.
F-Force.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
Alright, I'll give one F4.
Captain, which plane should I use?
Are we launching in this formation?
War Dog, launch.
Just because Chopper having the Mind Ripper is so hilarious.
That's what it was supposed to be. It wasn't just us, but everyone they could get their hands on. General mobilization. Our planes filled the sky like a huge aluminum cloud. There was no way the enemy could attack. The Queens of the Ocean made it to the inland sea. We've got it made in the shade now.
Chopper, why did you say that? The irony gods are gonna kill us now.
Outside the range of enemy air attack. Permission granted to return to your assigned bases in sequence. Aircraft may refuel for the return trip if required. Hold above the carrier for the tanker aircraft. Everyone's starting to leave.
Our planes filled the sky. We get like 4 allied planes. Exactly.
I swear, man.
Sorry, you don't get to say our planes filled the sky
What is that?
until you field American Air Force numbers.
Where'd it come from? How come the morons at Thunder Blockhead didn't notice it? Yo, kid!
You have to call him captain now.
Yeah. Hey. This. Enemy approaching. Return to your combat air patrol stations. Protect the carriers. We have 3 carriers. Don't let them sink even one. Chopper engaging. Archer engaging.
Edge engaging.
Come on. Spur, special weapon.
I can't take off.
Kaboom!
Wait for me. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on. If we're attacked here, we go. Hurry and launch the carrier jets. You're not getting off that easy. One of our planes just went down.
Visibility is poor. It's the perfect time and place for a surprise attack.
Now this is what I call a squadron. That wasn't a random American pilot. That was Shamrock. Did that Harrier just fly through the buzzard?
Engine shutdown.
Now the random American was... It's like waiting in line for the restroom. Yeah.
Play hard, shoot straight.
Where could they have flown from?
Missile hit. Nice kill.
Oh yeah, it was. They had Garuda Team, which is 2. Snake Pit and its 4 Hornet escorts. Avalanche, which is about 4. Windhover, which is another 4. And Sky Kid, which is another 4. So you had at least... 12, 16, 17, 19 planes. In that one cutscene.
This is out of their flight range. How did they get here? This is a narrow channel. We can only move straight ahead. Warning.
Oh yeah. If Talisman's flying the Nosferatu, the Estevakians are just done.
I won't let them sink a single carrier.
Fox 2. Radar lock. Fox 2.
You stupid lightning! Get back here!
Come in and start circling us, huh? They're approaching from the south, too.
I see them. Moving to intercept.
The captain's hurt. Where are the medics? I've been hit.
Missile hit.
Medic 1. My first kill. They're too far. We can't make it. Fox 2. Nice kill. I'm praying the fuel pumps hold out. You hear that? I'm actually praying. Fox 2.
No atheists in foxholes.
Checking fuel. Still good to go.
Shoot them down before they launch any missiles.
Interesting how Osea just doesn't... Well, Osea has the Falcon.
This is Kilo 2. Have the 3 carriers been up yet? This is the Kestrel.
They probably don't think they need the Nosferatu. Also, depending upon who's running the administration, if it's... Or, I'm pretty sure that the Osean president who succeeded Harling wasn't as militaristic. So they probably didn't think it was necessary.
Roger. Let me know if you see anything. Yes. Got him. Watch out for the...
Also, I don't see Estevakia, or more appropriately, Albastru Electrice, just selling the plans or the manufacturing rights to Osea or Grunder. The Nosferatu would be a matter of national pride.
Can you see any? Me neither. But it'll be trouble if they are out there. We'll take them before they can approach the ships. Enemy fighters closing in on carrier. We have to protect the carrier no matter what. Warning! Enemy fighters within range to fire anti-ship missile. Defend the carrier.
Oh yeah, no, the Nosferatu is a huge force projection.
Severe shockwaves. Full speed ahead. Leave the area at once. Radar lock. Approaching gun range. All aircraft disperse and proceed to your targets.
Fox 2.
Showing the enemy's position and their number.
All I heard was defend the carrier.
We're not sure of the situation ourselves. Fox 2.
I can just land. I'm in a Hornet.
Ballistic missile incoming. A ballistic missile? Where'd they launch that from? What's that? Allied squadron wiped out? What happened? A carrier.
Krim, read the manual on how to climb to 5,000 feet.
Someone! Anyone! What's happening?
I don't know. Everything below 5,000 feet was just annihilated. Second missile incoming. Damn it. Listen up. If you want to survive, then climb above 5,000 feet before that thing hits. All units, move it. Kestrel, evasive action. What are we gonna do, kid? I'll follow you.
Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum.
Are they sure it's 5,000 feet?
No.
But I guess all we can do now is trust that information.
People are spilling off the decks!
There goes another ship. Ten seconds to next impact. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact. The vulture took a direct hit. She's sinking. How could this happen to a fleet?
But if any nation was gonna, you know, invest a lot into Estevakia after the war, it wouldn't be Osea. It'd be Ameria.
This is the Kestrel. All surviving
Which I think is actually canon what they're doing.
This is Swordsman. I managed to stay alive.
I'm not sure, but I'm 90% sure that Ameria is helping with Estevakia's rebuilding after the war.
two aircraft
If Sly's still here, he can tell me for sure.
Can't believe this is all that's left of our force.
We don't have enough fuel to get back to base either.
War Dog Squadron, we can't get a tanker aircraft over to you. Proceed northeast to Higher Lock Base, land and refuel. Hey, kid! You really should start calling him Captain. Forget
Yeah,
it.
they
If he's a
bought
captain, then I
2
want him to
CFA
start trash
44s.
talking like a captain.
Well,
Man, I'm missing that voice real bad now.
according to Aces of War, I think one of them is
As far as I'm concerned,
capture or is reverse engineering from
And I'll never lose my lead plane again. No matter what.
from Pasternak's. But I prefer to think that Ameria just
Enemy attack
legitimately
squad has
bought
withdrawn from the area.
2 CFAs
The aircraft
from
carriers
Estevakia,
Vulture and Buzzard
because
were sunk by
that symbolically American foreign minister after the war. Greetings, Estevakia. Do you need more bailouts? Yeah, you did, Starscream. There, I needed the laptop. But I prefer thinking that Ameria bought those 2 Nosferatus because it kind of symbolizes the the mending of relations between Ameria and Estevakia. And I really want to see that happen. Let's see here. What do I want to use? I think I've only used this one once. So I'll go with the MiG.
Captain.
A-10s. I can give somebody an A-10. But Chopper has to stay with the hippie plane, because he is the hippie.
Captain, which plane should I use? So, we're going up in this formation?
There.
Are we launching?
War dog, launch.
Give everyone
10
birds.
minutes to launch. Commencing countdown.
I remember this space center well. The mass driver was built by Osea and Yuktobania as part of their collaborative efforts to construct an international space station. Our anti-war president used the surplus funds that came from cutting the defense.
Now, I really need to
budget.
get
Is that the arc
back to
bird?
writing my Fires of Unification story.
The Arcbird, a white bird built as the first step toward the
It's,
realization of the space station
Fi
project.
if you don't know,
Now it's left its orbit,
Fires of
and is
Unification
just low enough
is
to graze the atmosphere.
my story
It's
of
coming down to pick up the laser
the
cannon they're about to launch.
kind of quote-unquote sequel to
They were
A6,
building a bridge of peace that would send
where
them to
Norden
outer
Novik
space. Not
um,
anymore.
declares war
The
against
machinery meant for this peaceful mission is
Ameria
about to be
and
used for a
Estevakia,
counterattack.
because Ameria and Estevakia were
Isn't that thing supposed
getting
to work
very
like a
close to
satellite?
politically
Why
unifying
down all this
into a
way?
single country,
It's a maneuverable
which would
offensive
drastically
aircraft.
change the balance of power on the continent,
I'm just
and
saying, if the system
Norden
uses
Novik didn't like that.
atmospheric pressure to change its orbit, then wouldn't that make it pretty hard to defend itself? I guess it'd be in trouble if someone started.
but the main impetus, or the main
Shouldn't it be higher up then?
inspiration behind the story was
3 minutes to
what could be a possible Ace Combat 8 game where the Belkans are not involved at all.
Large formation of transport planes escorted by a squadron of fighters. They're conducting an air assault to capture this base.
What? They're actually planning to invade Osea?
Wojciech, a ceasefire agreement was signed between our countries. Nord Novik will remember that.
the tanks detach and smash them into the ground. You with me? It's cool, but if we don't do it, we won't be able to hold them off.
Airborne tanks are dropping from the
Well, the initial plan was Nord Novik would
Destroy all airborne ACVs. And
try and get Ameria and Estevakia to fight each other. But Estevakian intelligence, thanks to Wojciech, found it out.
enemy tanks parachuting down.
And they're like, oh shit.
You're kidding. They're trying to capture this place? Chief, this is unacceptable. Please restart the countdown. I'm on orders from our air defense commander. We have to comply.
Boink.
Enemy tank confirmed.
But I always thought that the Nord Novik
Missile hit.
could make a good antagonist.
Halting the countdown after all this? All that hard work, just down the drain.
It's all over. The tanks break through.
Come on.
Do you think our forces are sufficient?
Oh, hell no.
So it's up to our close air support to make sure they succeed.
This is the Northeast Sector Defense Force. The enemy has broken through Pillbox 1.
Alright.
We're getting requests from every team to restart the launch. Use the trailers to form a barricade.
Ow, balls.
Multiple enemy aircraft overhead. They're coming this way.
Captain, the enemy is spread out over a large area. Should we split up to engage them?
Sure.
Roger. Don't worry, I can handle it. Archer, breaking off. This is the Northeast Sector Defense Force. Pillbox 2 has been breached.
They're firing. The center is under attack. Attention Allied planes. Destroy all approaching enemy tanks.
Okay, I think I'm kinda getting the hang of this. It still sucks, but
Convince the higher-ups to launch. Direct hit. Damage report.
1 a.m. Alright, Game Zone. Thanks for joining.
Box 2, Box 2. Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
The tanks are getting close. I can see them from here.
sector defense force. The enemy is broken through pillbox 1. They're targeting us! Go on, get out of here!
Come on, come on.
He's right. It'd be crazy to try to launch in the middle of all that enemy fire.
Kaboom!
We can handle this. Let's stay. Get out of here now.
Yeah. Given his gamer tag, I'm assuming he's from Hungary.
Enemy tank confirmed destroyed. Kids, enemy kill confirmed.
Damn it. Your Belkin just topped up one narrative. North American streamers, European viewers, ironic.
Thanks to all allied aircraft. That should be most of them. It looks like they
Random MiG flying in training wheels with space controls questioning why he's flying that. They soon realize that IGN it's IGN Controls, and they all grabbed a stinger and aimed for that IGN MiG.
Large number of cruise missiles tracked on the outer edge of our radar coverage. All fighters, engage and destroy these cruise missiles. Captain, can you detect the cruise missiles from there?
Nope.
That can't be. They're showing up on radar. Multiple signatures. Look at all those missiles.
It's called sarcasm, Grim.
This keeps up.
This is Flight Director Adam Gittleman. Continue SSTO launch. Recommence launch sequence.
I know it wasn't done, but I had to,
We only
you know,
have one chance to launch.
start paying attention to the game, Starscream.
Through to the very end. That is all. Weather team, roger. Flight control team, roger. Guidance team, roger. My plane can't keep up with them. I can't shoot them all down.
You'll do fine. Stay calm and you won't miss.
We're being little by little. Oh, that was close.
I'm happy being an American,
We can't waste any more time.
despite our politics.
Moving to intercept. The catapult camera just shut off. Was the SSTO hit? The camera just malfunctioned. Take the wounded to warehouse 4. Guidance team reporting. Our launch window will close in a few minutes. Have faith in our fighter pilots. Don't rush your final checks. 4 minutes to launch. Hold them off till then. 4 minutes? We won't last that long.
Blaze, do you know why the armor was built?
Nope, I'm sure you're gonna tell me though.
It sure wasn't planned for missions like this.
Fire an H-block! Communications. I want you to ensure all comm lines stay open. We got it covered, sir. 3 modes of communication. Wired, wireless, and runners. We'll be safe here. Calm down. Seal off D-block. Nobody's left in there, right?
Kid, is the launch facility safe? I can't tell.
I found the only allies that aren't made of paper are the Americans. Exactly! Nope.
It's just a little while more until the launch. Hang on.
3 minutes! 3 minutes to go!
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
What about the final check on the remote measurement units?
Sorry, sir. Remote measurement units check complete.
Flight control, your job is done.
I don't know
Immediately.
how nauseous this is making you guys watching, but oh, this is so horrible flying with IGN controls. You can't even watch. The best streaming content is where not only does the streamer suffer, but his audience suffers with him. It's just like when I watch Sly try and fly the Nosferatu in A6.
Final pre-flight check. All stations, go over
Every time he went for a strafing run, and
guidance.
I was like, no, that's not how you do that!
Communications, flight dynamics. Do we have a go or no go? All systems go for all team leaders. Proceeding with launch.
Should've just went for the B2s. You know, if I could actually play Assault Horizon on my Xbox, I have the disc, it just won't, it's not backwards compatible on the Xbox One for some reason. I would stream that on the Xbox One, and I'd eventually do IGN Controls. I did like Assault Horizon. I just don't think it's a good Ace Combat game, but it is a great game.
Countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17.
Go to sleep.
Enemy planes approaching. Take cover.
Yeah, as someone who
Kills us. 5,
has been sleep deprived for the past
2,
couple weeks,
0.
get some sleep, man.
SSTO.
I mean, I spent most of the day sleeping today, so,
Passing checkpoint 1.
and it's done wonders.
Passing checkpoint 2. Passing checkpoint 3.
Mass driver hit by cruise missile.
Fly with the SSTO. Excuse me.
SSTO
Oh, God.
status report. Everything's clear. All systems are go. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. It's a beautiful sight. This is great. Observation room reporting. The SSTO is climbing smoothly. Congratulations.
Go fly with the SSTOs.
The white bird rose up once again, laser cannon in its wings. It was a moving sight.
The Arc Bird looks so majestic.
I wish to
It
tell
is
not
the
to be used
best
anymore.
looking out of the aerial fortresses.
None of them found out why the enemy.
I mean, my favorite one to fight is the Agaion,
Of course, by that time.
but the Arc
too
Bird
late.
is the best looking.
We prevented the
Now finish the
Yuktobanian
story
army
about the
from
MiG and the
capturing
Stingers.
launch
Okay, let's see if I can
facility.
find it
The
again.
SSTO launch was successful. The SSTO
Okay.
docked with the Arcbird, which
A
had
random
proceeded
MiG
to
flying in
deliver
training wheels while
successfully
the space control is questioning why he's flying like that. They realize that it's the IGN controls. They grabbed a Stinger and aimed for that IGN MiG. All stingers were fired, and there was nothing to do for that MiG rather than eject. I'm not much. There's a few deltas that I like, but I prefer to have a distinct tail. The only deltas that I really like are the Nosferatu and the Rafale. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Alright, so this is that one. Does this one have SOD? No. Hello, Ace to Mace. Speaking of Rafale.
Captain, please choose my plane.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
Captain, which plane should I use?
And then you get the
Are we
Hornet.
launching in this formation?
Yes, we're launching this formation. I just like the Rafale more because it's smaller
All units, listen carefully.
than the Typhoon. Also, I'm not a fan of the underslung engines of the Typhoon, or those intakes.
Scanner. First enemy wave bearing 280 degrees. You are cleared to engage on sight.
It's too risky to bring the nuggets here.
I'm with you on that. You agree, kid?
Nope.
Really? I think it's just going to increase the number of pointless deaths.
To be honest, Chopper, I don't pay attention to what you guys ask me. I just say no as default.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say if. We will make it back alive.
Enemy ground forces opening fire. This is Sand Island base defense. Enemy amphibious force intercepted at the coastline.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Enemy ships are firing towards Sand Island. Stop them. Enemy assault ships are launching attack helicopters. Shoot them down before they reach Sand Island.
Our island's the closest thing to the enemy. I guess it makes sense we got attacked first. Damn, this ain't looking good.
The coastline is under heavy enemy.
You know what's gonna really suck
I know.
with IGN Controls that I just remembered?
Do everything in your power to stop
The tunnel.
You can't protect this island. What do we tell our great heroes in the sky?
Great heroes? What's with them?
Don't expect that stuff when we get back. I bet he's got a different script for us.
Enemy assault ships.
I have to do the tunnel with IGN Controls.
Get nervous. Beaver, your plane's wavering.
Hey, Nuggets, try to keep sight of your flight lead. Don't screw it up, all right?
Enemy missile sunk. We anticipate enemy fire to be minimal. Once you land, quickly gain control of the enemy's front lines.
Excuse me.
Engaging enemy amphibious force. Airborne attack.
Gal hydrate.
Don't worry about us. We will stand firm and fight to the end.
What a tearjerker. Man, if he needs our help, he should just say so. Of course, not that we have the time to help right now.
Fighter squadron, turn to intercept them.
Hail hydrate is everybody has to take a drink. Gamer zone. So drink up, buddy.
Right, that's it, Nuggets. Keep it up.
Hangar hit by mortar shells. Crew quarters also damaged.
Missile fired from enemy sub.
What?
Get out of there, Grim. You nuggets too.
Climb, come on!
You hear me, nuggets? You have to climb.
Pull up, everyone! Get your altitude above 5,000 feet!
understand this missile has a long targeting time. Or a long flight time.
Now it's counting down by itself. 9, 8, 7. Damn it! You're not gonna make it! 4, 3, 2, 1. The sky just lit up. Missile vaporized in midair.
What was that? Did you see that, kid?
Nope.
That wasn't a missile.
Missile destroyed by a laser beam fired from...
Does anyone pay attention to the damn briefings that said, we have the arc bird?
Engaging the enemy.
Because they're acting like it's like some revelation or something. I think Sly mentioned that in his Everything Wrong with 5 video.
Patrol plane Blue Hound. Submarine detected by solid void. Sound pattern analysis producing
Oh, okay. Okay, something non-political in here in case... Alright. Well, we'll continue on from last time. Last time on Civics with Rosgrees, we talked about the first government document of the United States, the Articles of Confederation. So, why don't we talk about the Constitution? The Constitution was written in, or ratified in 1787. And it is the founding document of what the United States is today. It's the thing that established the 3 branches of government, which, and also has the Bill of Rights, which actually wasn't originally going to be in the Constitution. How many nuggets are there physically in this mission? I don't know. I haven't counted. Up.
There's too many. Come on, Artbird, use your lasers. The nuggets are gonna get killed.
Climb, kids! Go, go, go!
See, there's
Come on, nuggets, climb. Move it.
yeah, I think there's like 3 or 2 or 3. Gonna be 0 by the end anyway. Yep.
Really come from a submarine? Missile vaporized in midair. They're coming! They're still coming!
But yeah, the Constitution, it was really hard to get that thing ratified, or even written.
7, 6,
Because they were doing it in summer,
3, 2, impact.
during a heat wave, with no air conditioning, and there are like 30 or so people stuffed inside a single room. Tempers are flaring all the time. It was horrible. So there were a lot of compromises in the Constitution just to get it done. Which we've mostly ironed out those compromises and got rid of them.
Stand by. We're dropping a new son of a...
But
All remaining squadrons, rejoin into attack.
as I'm sure everyone knows, the 3 branches of the U.S. government are the executive, which is basically the president, legislative, which is Congress, and judicial, which is the Supreme Court.
We're sending it now. What are you gonna do? Countdown to firing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Artbird shot a laser into the ocean. Explosion in the water. It damaged the submerged syntaxi.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Sounds of main ballast below.
Nicola, you misspelled nugget, and Twitch is going crazy about that. But what most people don't understand about the American government, even on Americans, is just what the different branches are supposed to do. I don't know if Sly's still here. No, Sly's not here. But basically, Congress's sole job is basically making laws. That's it. Well, they also have a few other things too. Oh shit! I forgot about the burst missile. Oh god. Oh, that was funny.
This is AWACS Thunderhead. All units, listen carefully.
I missed that sweet voice. Say, you get that from your mama's side of the family?
That was funny.
First enemy wave bearing 2803.
Okay, Sly's in here. Post about how the Adler's overrated.
It's too risky to run the nuggets here.
I'm with you on that. You agree, kid? Really?
Yep, I was a nugget. I was a nugget. Well, I'm using nugget controls, so it makes sense.
I want to ask you if that's all right.
Nope.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say if. Thank you for your life.
Missile hit! This is Sand Island base defense! Enemy amphibious force intercepted at the coastline!
Oh, great. Here we go.
But,
Numerous radar hits confirmed. Enemy planes inbound.
Enemy ships are firing towards
if you actually read the Constitution, you'll be kind of surprised to see that it goes in more detail of what the government can't do than what it can. And again, that's largely because of the times. They didn't want another monarchy. Or a tyranny of... or a tyrannical government. But they did give the federal government more teeth than the Artists Confederation did. Such as...
You nuggets too.
No, let's talk about how the XO2 is overrated. I mean, it is. People say it's a stupid plane when it isn't.
Everyone, get your altitude above 5,000 feet.
Oh yeah, that's right. No need to climb.
Believed to be a burst missile with multiple warheads that separate in midair. Get above 5,000 feet and stand by. Wait, we're getting a command override from somewhere. Data linked to ASAT targeting system. Who's this? Now it's counting down by itself.
Holy
9,
crap, Starscream.
7.
Damn it. You're not gonna make it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Did you just publish a book in my chat?
The sky just lit up. Missile vaporized in midair.
What was that? Did you see that, kid?
Available now on Amazon Kindle.
The light. That wasn't a missile.
Was that the Arbird?
Missile destroyed by a laser beam fired from orbit altitude. It's the Arkbird. We've got the Arkbird. All units, continue engaging the enemy.
It's not done. Oh my god.
That single bird has tipped the scale of this entire battle.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, the Arkbird's helping, but I think this single Rafale is doing more damage. Oh, fuck no.
Arkbird, we'll send the data over as soon as we detect the missile. We're counting on you.
Now, I think the most important part, and what really sets the Constitution apart from other government documents from other countries is the Bill of Rights. And which are basically the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. They're the ones that, you know, grant Americans the freedoms that we always brag about. Although not most Americans don't know what all 10 are. Yeah, many countries do have things like that, but the United States was the first, and most other countries modeled theirs after the American one.
Come on, Hartford, use your lasers. The Nuggets are gonna get killed.
At least from what I understand.
Come on, Nuggets, climb. Move it.
But the one that you hear Americans talk about the most would be the First Amendment, which is first because it's the most important, which grants Americans 4 guaranteed rights. Or is it 5? I think technically it's 5, but the 5th and the 4th are kind of so similar that many people just lump it into one another. But those rights are 1, the freedom of speech. It says Congress shall not abridge any citizen's freedom of speech. So you can't get in trouble for criticizing the government, at least from the government. Private companies, yeah, they can fire you, whatever. But you cannot be criminally held liable for what you say. Now, there's some exceptions to that. Like you can't yell fire in a crowded theater.
Roger, we're sending it now.
But
Countdown to firing. 5,
for the most part,
2,
you can get away with calling any official a motherfucker, and they can't do shit about it. The second freedom is the freedom of religion. The United States cannot pass a state religion, and you're free to practice whatever you want, so long as you don't hurt anybody in doing so. So you can't practice a religion that requires human sacrifice, because fuck you. That would be murder. But so long as you don't hurt anybody, you can't be... The government can't say anything like that. Let's see here. The third freedom is freedom of the press, which means that the government cannot establish a state press. The press, aka news and journalism, is able to be free from government control. And the 4th and 5th freedoms in the First Amendment are the right to peacefully assemble / protest. Yeah, the press is influenced by the government these days, but it's not officially run by them. but most of that governmental influence on the press isn't mandated by the state, it's done by the press themselves. So
10 seconds to impact. 8, 7,
that's kind of harder to
4,
keep honest.
2, impact now.
Now, the second most famous American amendment is
It's almost out of special weapons ammunition.
the Second Amendment.
Sunk.
Missile, this is it. It's over.
Yeah, it's not being openly discouraged by politicians. So yeah, it is pretty much the same, but
Submarine that large even exists.
it's different enough so it's still legal. Which is almost as bad. Yeah, the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms.
10 seconds to impact. 8, 7, 6, 5,
As written,
3,
it.
2,
I'm not going to go into the politics of it. As written, the Constitution allows Americans the right to purchase and own firearms. It doesn't say what kind of firearms, but as of the last Supreme Court ruling, for the most part, they've let the states determine what kind of firearms are acceptable. So, depending upon the state you live in, it's easier or harder to get firearms. However, no state can outright ban you from legally owning a firearm. Certain types of firearms,
The Ark
sure.
was successfully employed over the
Like,
forward
there-
edge of the battle area.
You're not
The
allowed to
enemy
have
amphibious force attacking Sand
a
Island
fully
was
automatic
repelled,
50 caliber
and their
machine
invasion
gun.
plans halted. The
But
underwater carrier Sinfaxi, a lethal enemy threat, was engaged.
all
and
right,
destroyed
mission's
by
done.
the
That's
superior
right. I need to
firepower of the
hold
Ark.
on. I need to read a book.
Having lost the support of the Sinfaxi, the remaining Yuktobanian forces retreated. Furthermore, we are
Okay,
requesting
War Dog
reinforcements
Squadron was
from
sent to
Central
defend
Command.
Sand Island, while Colonel Paral sent some nuggets to join the War Dog Squadron and help them defend. Meanwhile, the War Dog Squadron destroys some enemy ships. A submarine missile was launched, but out of nowhere, there was a laser coming out of the sky, and little did they know that it was the Arkbird that fired the laser. The Nuggets couldn't climb to 50,000 feet, or 5,000 feet, and they died due to impact. While the Arkbird fired a laser to the ocean, a big submarine called Sinfaxi, who has appeared in the battlefield. Little does War Dog Squadron know they were destroying it. And after the Arkbird shot the laser to the Sinfaxi, the captain of the War Dog Squadron ended the Sinfaxi career. What they didn't know was that there's another submarine underwater after the Sinfaxi was destroyed to be continued. You needed to check your grammar. Give me that machining gun. But Oceans are allowed anti-tank rifles for home defense. Not allowed. That's standard issue, Nugget. At birth, Oceans are given their own anti-tank rifle. The Third Amendment actually hadn't come up for a long time because it hadn't needed to come up. But the Third Amendment is basically the no quartering of soldiers. The government cannot force private residencies to house soldiers in times of peace. So the government can't go to your house and say, hey, This is now a barracks. You can go, fuck you, you can't. That one actually hasn't come up much, because even though the United States has been at war more often than not, it's always been overseas. I think the only time where they had to quarter soldiers in houses was during the Civil War. But again, that was during a time of war, so it was okay. The Fourth Amendment is a very important one. That is the protection against unlawful search and seizure. Basically, the cops can't just walk up to your house and start looking through it, or walk up to your car and start looking through it. They have to get a warrant or have probable cause. So an example of probable cause is you get pulled over because you're speeding. When you roll down the window, the cop smells like a shit ton of booze on your breath. They now have probable cause to pull you out of the car and search for open containers. But if they just pull you over speeding, they don't have probable cause to search your car for, say, hidden weapons, unless they see one on your passenger seat. They'd have to get a warrant for anything in your trunk, unless you reek of booze. But unless something illegal is in plain sight from the road, they cannot just search and seize property without a warrant. Fifth Amendment is the right that you cannot self-incriminate yourself. Well, yeah, if you reek of booze on the road, they're gonna check to make sure you're not under the influence. If you're the driver. If you're the passenger, well, you're not operating a vehicle, so you can be drunk while being a passenger. In fact, they'd prefer you to be the passenger if you're drunk. Let's see here. This one is... okay. We don't use a flanker.
Captain, please choose my plane.
Oh, really? You're after Dad. Well, thanks for the lurk. Go Barracoot. No Barracoot. Not for me. But I'll give it to her.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
You have to stay with the Mind Ripper because you're a hippie.
Which plane should I use?
And you can take this one.
We're launching with this formation then? War dog.
But yeah, the Fifth Amendment is the government cannot make you self-incriminate yourself. Which, along with the Sixth Amendment, which is, I believe, the right for professional defense in a trial, or right to jury trial, I'm not sure which.
Transmitting aircraft.
It's been kind of recodified in the Miranda rights. The right to remain silent, the right to an attorney. Those are constitutional rights. I forget what the Seventh Amendment is.
Please come in closer so we can hear.
Eighth Amendment is the protection against cruel and unusual punishment. One of the examples given is a debtor's prison. You cannot go, or they can't throw you in jail because you're bankrupt. And oh shit. Although you kind of can if you owe the courts. Which is stupid, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Radar coverage and take it to Ackerson Hill. The transport is on
I
a top secret
see
mission,
the...
so its ID signal has not been registered in the AA
Oh yeah,
system's
Seventh Amendment
database.
is...
As a result, if the transport is picked up by the AA system, it may be
trial
shot
by
down
jury.
by our own missile fire. The engagement
Sixth
zone
Amendment
of
is
this
speedy and
ground-based
public
AA
trial.
system
Okay.
is displayed on your radar. Due to combat damage, the transport's
Ninth
radar system
is...
inoperable, and its maneuverability restricted. Guide the
I
plane
don't
6 days
understand
out
it.
of the AA system's engagement zone.
And the 10th is the supremacy thing, where if it's not explicitly, or if something isn't explicitly given to the federal government by the Constitution as a power, the states get it instead.
The Air Defense Command just received multiple radar...
Well, I'm not the government, so sucks to be you, extra large.
Warning alarms are going off like mad, but we're the only ones near enough to intercept them in time. Hold on, baby. We're coming to your rescue.
I don't know what the trick is, Nicola.
I'm counting on you two. Blaze, can you see the transport craft?
No,
You should be able to...
I can't see the transport aircraft.
Okay, I've got him on my radar. Just like the intelligence said. The radio's picking up the enemy's voice. These guys sound as beautiful as Thunderhead. Sweet as a rose, I tell you. Don't let up just because it's a transport plane.
Now, there are more amendments to the Constitution, but the first 10 are the most important. Other important ones are the 14th, which
Don't worry about that. We need your escort. We're completely defenseless.
in the
Well, now, this is turning out to be a weird...
which gave, I think it's the Equal Rights Amendment
Mother Goose 1. Any problems on your end?
is the 14th. I don't remember exactly how it's worded. That could also be the 24th. I'm not exactly sure. The 19th Amendment
Goose 1. Push to radio frequency 136 megahertz.
Roger. Switch
is women's suffrage.
plane's damaged, so I can't put undue stress
The
on
18th Amendment was prohibition, and the 20th Amendment repealed it.
straight line for me.
The 25th Amendment, which has come up recently, that is the one where if the president is not dead but incapacitated, it allows for a clean transfer of power temporarily to the vice president.
Please find us quickly. We should be showing up on your radar.
AA system activated. Mother Goose 1. Evade.
Looks like we took a hit. Cabin pressure falling.
We'll be out of the AA defense system's coverage.
Oh well. Well, I made it. And then I think the 27th Amendment
Goose 1. We've successfully navigated.
implemented the
Thank you. However, I'd like to ask for your continued escort.
presidential term
Enemy
limits,
spotted on radar. Coming head on. Chopper team has arrived.
which was a direct result of FDR.
Mother Goose 1. We'll take care of him. Please separate at maximum speed.
Please, I'm counting on you.
Mother Goose 1. Don't panic. We'll protect you.
But yeah, that's most of the amendments that I remember.
Additional
There's
targets
more,
on radar.
but
Mother Goose 1. Please keep your current vector.
the most important are basically the first 5.
Increasing. What's the matter?
Mechanical trouble. I'm losing thrust on engine 1.
Hey, I see escort fighters. I thought there weren't going to be any escorts.
Chopper, Grim, cover me.
Okay, I'm protecting this transport plane no matter what.
Archer, engaging.
Chopper engaging.
The captain's hit. What are we going to do?
Just stop.
And thank you for half paying attention to this week's episode of Civics with Rosgreaves.
Back in your seat. Don't approach them. Hey, what are you doing?
Come on.
Hey, it's Dutch rolling.
What is this Dutch of which you speak?
Captain's been shot. What?
The 69th Amendment bros before hoes.
The engines are shut down.
We have finally ratified the bros before hoes clause.
Hey, you there? Captain's dead. Co-pilot was wounded by a straight bullet. Tommy's holding the stick. But he's just a secretary. He's never piloted a plane before. So who are you? I guess you would call me the cargo on this plane. Could you tell me how to control this thing? I'll relay everything to him.
Lower your altitude. Prepare for emergency landing. Put your flaps down. That'll lower your airspeed. Can you find your flap lever?
Flap lever, eh? Is that... No, that one, Tom. Pull that one. We can't go on.
When you found your own nation, the Constitution would just be the Ferengi rules of acquisition.
Rail's full of electric generator windmills.
Nice.
Could you shoot those down for us?
Let's do it.
What?
We've got no other choice.
Okay, let's do it. Are you still there, ma'am? With a lovely voice? Miss...
First Lieutenant K. Nagase. Sir.
and a lovely name as well. And I'm Chopper. That's a good...
Just remember, pleasure and profit don't mix.
Tommy's going to try landing now. He's doing his best, but he's never done this before. I don't know if he'll make it, so I just want to thank him before we go.
You'll be okay.
Also, it's nice to have a fellow Star Trek nerd in the chat. The mission where Harlan goes on vacation at Belkin Castle.
These windmills are huge.
So you support British politics then? British politics are the rules of acquisition. Oh, that's funny.
They're gonna be in for a pretty hard landing. Hey, kid, don't give yourself a headache aiming at every single one. Hurry up. I don't think the transport plane's gonna wait for us. Altitude 100 feet. Almost there, I think.
Mother Goose 1. Just keep going.
That's a pretty good runway there. A fine place for a landing.
139. Wives serve, brothers inherit.
That's a pretty good emergency landing, I'd say.
The transport plane is ready for an emergency landing.
Yeah, the rules of acquisition are
Surrounding airspace is clear of enemy aircraft.
definitely a thing.
Is A-okay.
Although one of the best DS9 characters was definitely Quark. I loved Quark, he was hilarious.
We've received a sitrep from Central Command. The crew on board the transport plane you encountered during...
Alright, I think we have time for one more mission. Oh, and it's everybody's favorite, Lit Fuse. IGN bunkers.
Captain, please choose my plane.
But geez, I thought we were done talking about American politics. We never talked about American politics, we talked about American civics. There's a difference. Civics is how the government works and stuff. Shh, the joke needed it. Fair enough.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
You're still the hippie.
Captain, which plane should I use?
Are we launching in this formation?
War dog, launch.
Blaze, you are cleared for takeoff.
I love the little shark mouth thing. Chopper will live as the hippie and die as the hippie. Yes, he will! That is my plan for the entire playthrough. Chopper will have that paint scheme. Because it fits his character so well. Am I wrong? Is Chopper not a hippie?
Terry, got something I need to tell you. The enemy's right in front of us, Scott. Save it for later. Yeah, I guess you're right. Later then.
The 4 companies will now land at their designated beachheads. Commence close air support.
This is Company D. We're almost at the beach.
Go! Move forward! We're almost there! That's it!
Just give Chopper some mercy.
Keep rowing!
To hell with this war.
This is Company A. Landing successful. Deploy the armored vehicles now. Move, move! Land already! Hit that beach and start running! There's no time to kiss the ground!
Hashtag justice for Chopper.
Sand! Hide anywhere you can!
Blame Nagase. She's the one that decided crash your aircraft into the stadium instead of the river.
Keep the sand out of your weapons!
What's happening? Report status. It's the enemy. They're closing in on the bunker.
Chopper is just missing the Jesus hairdo.
We'll charge in at the same time.
Hurry to the designated area and provide close air support.
And with justice, you don't mean the arsenal bird. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Continue your support. Find top cover for the armored vehicles.
Tank destroyed. Enemy advance contained.
Is the attack target confirmed, kid?
Nope.
Check on the target.
Peace be with you.
This rain's torrential. Visibility 0. Enemy amphibious force has begun advancing. Damn it, they're coming this way. Here's opening fire again. Retreat! Retreat! We're requesting close air support against the remaining bunkers.
Bird.
We're gonna call us losers again! Visibility is low. Stay alert. The attack can come from anywhere.
God, what did Company D do to be called the losers?
The bunkers are extremely tough. Our weapons alone won't suffice.
That's because you're using Osean weapons. If we were using American weapons, these bunkers would be dead with one salvo.
Eliminated all threats along our route. Requesting airstrike.
Roger. Moving the tanks through.
We haven't received orders to retreat.
I'll never be called losers again! I can't Starscream. Chopper has to have a hippie color scheme.
Don't get hit, Terry. I still got something I gotta tell you. I know message for you. Hang in there, too.
6 bunkers remaining. I'm sending reinforcements now.
What? That didn't kill the bunker? Nope.
Man, these Air Force guys are pathetic. This is just another day. Target hit! Get up! This war hasn't even started. It's the second squad. We're taking heavy damage. All right, commence fire! Where's our orders? Get the captain! Deploy the 3rd platoon. This operation is pointless. These guys are just gonna storm in, head on, following...
Amarian RCLs, let alone an ADMM, is powerful. Well, the Amarian official state religion is our Lord and Savior, RCL. That is canon.
Hey, that Mr. Cargo guy was the president, right? Man, I thought I could believe in him back then. I had no idea he was such a wuss.
He's not.
Don't stop! Keep going! Keep going! Does that idiot captain realize the bullets don't all come from the front? This is the captain's last campaign before he retires. Let's make it a good one.
Requesting immediate close air support. Take out that large bunker from the air.
Are the pilots who sucked the Synfaxy mixed in there somewhere?
That's weird.
Uh,
Any enemy forces coming? Just do what you were trained to do, and you can win this.
Okay, so you can either have Ocean Company's Alpha through Delta or Warlock and Quox backing you up. Who do you pick?
Locked on. Just as they believe in them, I believe in them.
The Bank Job Boys. Well, they're technically part of Quox.
Chopper, box 2.
Warlock all day. Yeah, I like Warlock.
Enemy tank at 5 o'clock. Range 800. Show me the radar.
Warlock's actually the Amarian ground unit that's with you the most. Alright, Sly. Take care.
We can't defend this area just by ourselves. Requesting air bombardment.
Yeah, the Bank Job Boys are originally part of Quox.
Enemy's position?
If you do Operation Bravo on Anya Landing, Sergeant McKnight's tank lands on that operation as part of Quox Battalion.
I knew you guys had it in you. Keep it up.
Although I think by San Loma Assault, they start breaking off on their own.
That passageway's within the enemy field of fire.
Part of Quox, but mostly AWOL. Exactly.
Get through this. Go. If we take a detour here, they'll nail us from the rear.
Nail you from the rear, huh? Oh my.
Well done. Give him one more shot.
Second Lieutenant Rubin of Company B to our allied planes. Will you help us make our captain's last
I gotta know how that sounds. Nope.
It's all right. I'm sure your hands are full. Everyone, settle down. Let's wait for the captain's orders. This is Company D. I have a favor to ask. Could you phone our master of a captain from the Air Force?
Nope.
I was just kidding. The plan failed.
The plan failed.
Area secured. Thanks for the support. It's kind of nice to have friends down below. 3 bunkers remaining. I don't see anyone behind us. We pushed in too far.
Come on. Stop correcting.
The enemy's finally made it to our mainland, huh?
still wondering how the fuck no one noticed they ran away from the battlefield. That's a good question. American intelligence is exactly the best. That's the one weakness the Marian military has. Their intelligence is, well, shit.
This is Command HQ. Move the soldiers forward 200. Missile hit.
Report damage status. Be careful. This might be some kind of trap.
You too, Lord!
Artillery fire from bunkers. Move the vehicles back.
Captain, you stalled. Are you all right? Box 2.
We can't defend this area any longer.
Warning. The enemy's
I bet once they had radio trouble, the intelligence was in the process of marking them MIA or KIA. Marian ground troops are trained for self-sufficiency. So McKnight's idea of self-sufficiency was a pink chop. Hail Hydrate. Welcome, Flooperson.
Box 2. Nice kill, Captain.
Pillboxes are getting smashed by those air attacks.
Box 2. Missile hit.
Oh, God.
The enemy's advanced all the way here.
Go! Don't fall behind!
Screaming coastline with gunfire.
That's our captain for you. He ain't all for nothing.
This isn't looking good. Our firepower's deteriorating. I see people over there.
Well, yeah. And they probably spun it as a secret mission to secure the Golden King from Estavakian forces. So they wouldn't get in trouble.
We're getting shot at from everywhere. Calm down. Check the direction of the incoming fire.
2 bunkers remaining.
Very good. Keep it up. Bandit shut down. I'm aware of the situation. I'm sending tanks your way.
All enemies inside the bunkers cleared away. Position secure.
Boom!
Amazing. I don't think I'll ever be as good as Blaze.
1 bunker remaining.
Lee, report any casualties to me immediately.
Allied planes moving into position to attack the last bunker. We're requesting close air support against the remaining bunkers. Let's finish this! Load those you bastards back into the sea!
I'm retiring after this, so you better not overwork me. Who on first? Time for the usual.
Bunkers opening.
The usual.
Retreat! Retreat!
Box 2!
If we can get past here, victory's just
Yeah, fuck that. They say the Golden King, it doesn't matter that their own ally, they let their own allies in the middle of a battle, breaking formation on their own purpose. I mean, that's what spin's for, Nicola.
Almost out of special weapons ammunition.
You and I both know that they're pieces of shit, but
Conrad, what do you think?
McKnight is a master at spinning things.
Capture of enemy territory.
I wouldn't be surprised if he became a politician afterwards.
Missile hit.
Requesting close air support. The captain's here with us. Don't disappoint.
Right, let's do it. Fox 2,
Stupid training wheels.
shut down.
Request new orders. No number, our captain, from Company B.
Attention all forces. All bunkers silenced. We've captured the entire fortress. Did you copy that, Air Force? We really support.
All right, things are a bit...
And with that, lit fuse is done.
Look at the brass brackets, Terry. You forgot your lucky charm, didn't you? Oh, man, you're right. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want you to get all rattled. Besides, it's about time to
How can you say that? McKnight is an all-American hero. I mean, he sure looks like it after the war.
After intense fighting, the landing...
Well, that'll be it for this stream. Thank you guys for coming out. Let's see here. I don't really have a set schedule other than Saturday and Tuesday. I think we'll continue this tomorrow around noonish. Saturday we'll continue on with the Frozen Wilds of Horizon Zero Dawn. And Tuesday we'll finish Ace Combat 6's Chat Decides. For those who don't remember, we finished Rogno Fortress last, and the Mirage is on cooldown, so get your selections ready for Moloch Desert, and I hope to see you all then. Have a great night, everybody, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow with more IGN reviews Ace Combat 5. Good night.